Good day and welcome to the network IP settings of our Alfatron camera range. Today we will be just showing you a quick setup guide on how to get your IP address to the same range for the camera as your network, so that you can get your camera onto the same network as your devices that you would like to use the cameras on. So before we show you the settings, we just let you know that you can power up the camera. Doesn't matter which one it is in the range. You can power it up with the power supply, or you can power it up over PoE, depending on the camera that you are utilizing. Depends on if it's PoE or not. Once you've powered it up, you can then connect in the LAN or IP cable directly through to your PC, so that we can then get the settings right to make sure that the camera can get into your local network. Once we've gone and done that, we can then go to your internet browser. At this stage you can see there's a standard browser here. We'd like to type in the default camera IP address that it comes out of the box. That would be 192.168.5.163, and you hit enter. What will happen now is, if your PC and the camera is not in the right range or the same range, you will get an error message like the one you see right now. So therefore we need to then set up our PC to be in the same range as the actual camera. So we've hardwired the camera with the LAN cable directly from your PC into the camera. You can then go to network settings, go to your Ethernet port. You can either double click, or you can right click and go to properties. You'll then select properties. You'll use Internet Protocol version 4. You can either double click or go to properties over there. Use the following IP address. So now what we need to do is make your PC in the same range as the camera. So 192.168.5.100 for example. Your subnet mask, just so that matches to the camera range. Your default gateway for now is not needed, because we're going to just do locally between PC and camera. You select OK, close these all up. Close that one, close that one. You'll see then over here we still have that same address typed in. We can then refresh browser, and you will see then we are connected now directly through to the camera. Select English. Your administration username and password is admin, and for the password is also admin, and we can log in. Sorry for that. So now we can see we're straight onto the preview screen. So at the moment we are using a 5x cam, just showing our SDI camera over there. You can see the cable plugged into the network port and the power. So that means we're ready to go, and we can then do some network settings. If you then go to the configuration page, you'll notice there's a whole tree on the left hand side. So what we're going to be doing is network configuration at this point in time. So you can have a look there under Ethernet tab. You've got two ways of doing this. The first way is a DHCP option. So if we tick this and we save and we reboot the camera, then the camera will then take the DHCP from the router that you have in your network. So in order to see that IP address, you will then go and plug your camera from the HDMI output into a monitor. Once it's rebooted, you will then see that the IP address of the DHCP IP address, for that matter, comes up in the top left hand corner, and you will then know which IP address it is, and then you can bring it in here, and you can go back into the network settings. The second option is to do static IP. So as we have it right now, we have it as that's a static address with the subnet mask and then a default gateway, depending on, again, your IP range. It's up to you how you do that. If you want to break out to the internet, just make sure that your DNS is also available. So you put in the DNS server addresses here and an alternative one if you really would like to. Save it again, reboot, and then you will then notice again that the camera will come back up, and then you will have internet access on the camera as well. That's the quick and easy way on how to set up Ethernet settings for your camera. Thank you very much.